Good morning, Bible Fellowship leaders. I want to remind you this Sunday, 5 p.m. in the Fellowship Hall, our Bible Fellowship leadership meeting, first one of the year. I've got some great things to share. We've got an exciting announcement that's going to be made there as well. And then you're going to have a chance to share with your team. So make sure everybody on your team, or even those that you're recruiting, come to that. We'll have donuts, we'll have coffee. I think we'll have some hot chocolate. But come so you can work together as a team to help grow and minister to your class. Ken Brady is a Sunday school guru. I've shared some things from him before with you guys. And I wanted to share an article that I read this week about Bible Fellowship, and I'm going to have the link for the whole article in my email, so you can click on that and you can read the whole thing. But basically, Ken teaches about a concept that he heard based on Jesus saying, "He who has ears to hear, let him hear." Basically, there's three kinds of ears to hear in Bible Fellowship. I thought this was great. Number one, we as leaders need to hear from God. God's a person who speaks. In Genesis chapter 1, it says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. He spoke and light happened." Hebrews chapter 1, verse 1 through 2 says, "At various times and in various ways, God has spoken. But in these final days, he has spoken to us by his Son." So God's a communicator. He wants us to pray to him, read his word, and meditate on it so we can have ears to hear from God. But secondly, our people need to have ears to hear from you guys, from our group leaders, from our teachers. As a group leader, I want you to pray that God will use you to communicate his truth to God's people. There's people in your class, I tell this a lot, that may be lost. I know of somebody in my class that I'm real concerned about, not sure of their salvation, but God is working in their life. So it's okay to remind your people that God's using you to help them discover what God might be saying to them as you teach his word, which is why we've got to study and know the truth. Third kind of ears to hear is ears to hear from one another. Now, this was new for me, and I thought this was really good. Basically, Ken talks about the part where Bible Fellowship becomes people talking with other people. He says this, quote, "For me, the most rewarding discussions happen when class members respond to one another's comments rather than just to my comments. As learners interact with one another and I'm able to drive into the background for a few minutes, this is when important learning takes place because the group members are learning from one another, which demands that we can't just lecture. We've got to ask thought-provoking questions. We've got to listen to people and let people respond. He who has ears to hear, let him hear." I'll see you guys Sunday morning and Sunday afternoon with the donuts. Have a great day.